Hey there, hi there, there. Off to a great start. Hey there, hi there, ho there, guys. I hope you're doing everything that you can to make today a good day and keep those thoughts manifesting in your head and perpetuating it. But today I've got a interesting food for thought slash social experiment that I want to encourage you guys to do, that I like to do myself. We'll see if I can articulate this okay. But I'm realizing a lot of people these days still aren't aware that we all get put into our own little algorithm bubble. Even if you use Apple or Google, the system that you're in creates an algorithm that feeds you what it thinks you want to see. And that can create a perspective bubble that makes it hard for you to understand people's perspectives that are outside of your bubble. You tend to only be able to understand people that are in similar algorithm bubbles that you're in. And that can isolate humanity and keep us out of touch with each other. So something that I love to do when I notice that is I will actually message my friends that tend to have opposing views that I do, because I like to have friends that don't always agree with me. It's an important aspect on growing. I will ask them about a topic that I've just recently started looking into and ask them what kind of stuff they're seeing about that topic. The perfect example for this is actually the psychiatrist that I have been looking into and talking to you guys about, Daniel Amen. You see, I have found out, thank you to a commenter who first put me into this rabbit hole, that Daniel Amen is a very controversial psychiatrist because of the type of brain scans that he does. The SPECT, S-P-E-C-T scans, is still a relatively new type of brain scan that a lot of scientists don't necessarily believe shows as much as he believes that it shows. And they don't think that he's providing enough examples and doing a good enough job to prove what he's doing is true. A lot of what Daniel Amen is doing right now falls under experimental. Now, I'm fine with experimenting on myself. I consider myself rather self-aware, and I'm aware that he could be a quack, and I'm going into his book knowing that. And see, when the commenter first pointed that out to me, that there's scientists that don't support Daniel Amen, I went to look into that, and I immediately noticed that my algorithm wasn't letting me find bad stuff about Daniel Amen. Even if I would specifically search up Daniel Amen controversies, Daniel Amen quack, Daniel Amen anything that, like, putting it even into a negative context. I was trying to look up bad stuff about him, and it wasn't really pulling up. Not a lot of stuff. I would have to scroll for a bit. I'd have to keep searching it in different ways to try and find the controversies. So I went and messaged one of my friends who tends to be on the opposing political side of me, and I asked him, hey, have you heard about Daniel Amen? And they responded with what I was pretty much expecting right away. Was they were like, no, I hadn't heard about him, but one quick Google search said that he was a bit of a quack, a bit of a crazy loon who his science isn't very tested and not very supported. Her algorithm fed her the exact opposite of what it was feeding me. And I've asked them to share some of those articles with me so that now I can reach outside of my bubble and do some more research and feel more informed and more confident in the fact that I am still choosing to look into Daniel Amen and keep reading his book, Change Your Mind, every day. I'm still going through it. I do want to make some videos for you guys about it as well, but I also want to be upfront about that. His stuff's experimental, and I wasn't very good at being upfront about that at the beginning because I didn't know. I did tell you guys it was surface level, and that's why I always encourage you to do your own research. Try and get perspectives. Don't just do your own research to find what you want to know, to confirm your story. Find opposing views. Once you see stuff that confirms your belief, try and find stuff that goes against it, and then look into why it's going against it. How factual are the counter arguments? And then look up, are those facts, or are they other people just jealous of somebody else's success? I don't know if that's the case for Daniel Amen, but I do respect that science can be experimental, and a lot of what I've been reading into his stuff for mental health is things that I have already believed myself and know that they're things that I want to work on in my head, and so this book is helping reinforce that. So I'm happy to keep going through it, and I'm doing my best to be self-aware about it. So I encourage you to do the exact same thing. I hope that all made sense. If you guys have made it to the end here, please let me know what you thought of this. And if you do the same thing, I would love to hear about that and hear maybe some more examples from you guys. So thank you for watching. I love you guys and have a good one.